So if you guys have tuned into my part 2, thank you so much. In part 1, we went ahead and did the candy glitter eye look. So now we're going to get started with the skin. As you can see, I like to use Pond's moisturizer. We're going to just place this all over the skin, forehead, cheeks, nose, and the chin. Slightly rub this in. This video won't be as long as the eyes. The eyes are usually more detailed. With the foundation routine, I kind of just sped it up for you guys. We're going to go ahead and use another primer. I'm going to list the name below. Where we place the Pond's moisturizer, we're going to place the primer as well on top of that. Her skin is just flawless. I loved it. I'm going to use 2 different foundations, one of them being Maybelline and another NARS. I went ahead with my Real Technique Beauty Blender and I'm just going to dab this foundation all into the skin. I'm going to be blending a lot. That's kind of why I fast forward this video, because I kind of blended a lot. I like to tap and dab a lot, just so everything looks smooth. Make sure you get all areas, the eyebrows, the nose, chin, even go into the neck and the hairline. So now that the foundation is all blended evenly, I always leave a little space underneath the eyes, just because I don't want too much product built up under there. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead with the Tarte and Juvia concealer, and I'm going to place this right underneath. Don't worry guys, she soon opened her eyes. The Tarte concealer was more closer to her skin tone, and the Juvia, I'm going to make it a little lighter, just so we can get a brighter highlight. For contour now, I went ahead with my Tarte concealer stick. I just kind of went 2-3 shades darker, and we're going to blend that really well into the skin. I like to blend out my contour first. Just to bring some life back into the face, that's why I contour. I don't like when everything just looks flat and one tone. I went ahead off camera and I already blended out my concealers. As you guys can see, I added a white eyeliner on her waterline. The skin is just looking so flawless and so smooth. So in part 1, I told you guys I like to mattify the brows with the Fenty Loose powder, and this is what I'm going to use to start the baking process. We're going to bake the areas that we just highlighted. For powders, I like to use either MAC mineralized powder or a black radiance powder, and I'm just going to mattify the whole entire face. I'm not going to touch too much where I did the baking. I'm just going to go around it. So this is where the MAC mineralized powder takes place. I'm going to use this Color Deep. I'm going to use this where I place the contour. We're just going to deepen it up a little bit just to bring some life back to the face. So all over the head, the cheeks, and the neck area. As you can see, I'm going to mix both the mineralized powder and the black radiance powder, 2 different shades. One is lighter, which is the mineralized powder. I use the lighter color. I'm going to go with my Real Technique brush, and I'm going to slightly dust off the baking powder. What I like to do for this part, I like to dust it, but I also like to dab it back into the skin. We're going to dust away very lightly. Don't press too hard. So now look at that beautiful smile. We're going to add my Black Radiance Glow. And also I use a Maybelline Glow on top of it. Always make sure your client is smiling, your model is smiling. And that's where we're going to place the highlight, on the apple of the cheeks. I just love how everything came. The dramatic lashes really pulled this look together for me. I'm going to be using a NYX and a MAC lip gloss. We're just going to use a subtle color, a kind of light brown, not too dark, and we're going to just line the lips. Make sure you guys line the lips really well. As you can see, I'm just gonna streak those lines a little bit. So we're gonna place the lighter color in the middle. We're gonna place this all over. And we're gonna smooth that look out with the MAC lip gloss. Just to give it a kind of nude look. I didn't want it too much because the eyes were already dramatic. So here's the final look, my candy glittered eyeshadow look, which I'm totally loving. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Here's the final. She looks so pretty. She knows she does. Thank you guys for tuning into my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more bold looks.